Alright, so we have finally arrived in Conclave City now, and I think it is finally time to go ahead and fight our rival once again. Also, this is the first time he has actually evolved his Starly, so that's good for him. Unfortunately for him, I'm pretty sure it is still a Star API somehow, so it's still not a threat. Honestly, this battle should be pretty quick to sweep up, and then we'll be making our way over to the Steel Gym, after potentially a brief detour at the library. I don't know why you stopped there. Endeavor is going to do a decent bit because he has no health. Did not kill. We do now. It's probably going to Endeavor again. It's going for double team. Don't know exactly why, but it is. Hopefully we are able to hit through though. We are. Licky is now in a bit of trouble, especially if we go ahead and take a Infernape, who is about to switch in. Which I have to assume is going to be what's happening here. Heracross, a different fighting type. That's fine. Basically what we know though is a fighting type move is coming. We can go ahead and switch out to Crobat. He should be able to tank this very well. One shot with his Air Cutter. Or Leer. A strange move. Well, that works as well, I guess. Still gonna go ahead and Air Cutter here. Even with a defense drop, we should be fine against most threats. Including the Infernape. Though we will not... Well, I mean, you're probably gonna outspeed the Infernape, right? Oh, never mind, it's a Monferno, who cares? And yeah, we will likely outspeed the Monferno, one-shot it, and then proceed to sweep the entire rest of his team. He has a water type and a grass type left. I think that's it at this point. Thank you, Barry, once again, for not really being much of an issue at all. You're somehow a not yet evolved Pokemon. Perhaps the Steel Gym, though, will be a bit more of an issue. Yes, actually. Wait, no. No, because we already have this. Alright, Barry, send out your Azalea. Crobat's a very good Pokemon in this gen, by the way. Now, Crobat's a very good Pokemon in most gens, but especially in this one. He has good matchups against most Pokemon. And just like that, Thing 1 has been defeated for the second to last time. Maybe third to last, I don't actually remember. Yep, you go anyway now. Alright, so we are finally now at the leader of the Steel Gym. Most of our Pokemon, I think, are 41 at this point, 41, 42-ish range. Ponyta's level 37. Like I said, we are leading with Ponyta here, because we are first up against a Bronzor, and we can't really ground attack that one down since it has to levitate. Byron might be a bit of an issue for us, but hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. We have one casualty even, that's kind of fine in a weird way. But hopefully we can get through this without much trouble. We do not get the one-shot off, which means we do now have Trick Room active, which is a bit of an issue for us. We're going to go ahead and Flame Wheel again. He's now setting up Sandstorm as well, which is more fine than it would otherwise be. Because we're just going to be switching out here very soon. It's dead now, cool. And this has been one room of Trick Room. Gonna level up there. And yeah, 42-ish on most. The highest Pokemon here is 39, so once again we are at that 3-ish level above the level cap. So still looks down now, we are predicting a Earthquake to come out here. We will be switching off to Batty. And then once Batty is out, chances are he's going to use Thunder with the Fang. And then we're going to go ahead and switch off once again to Torterra. And hopefully this will all go according to plan. And this will mean that Torterra now has a nice good spot to be able to hopefully take down Steelix fairly easily. It won't be one hit. It'll hopefully be two. Also, that's not damage. We're fine here, even regardless. So we might honestly want to Synthesis. Yes. And what can he do? Earthquake is probably his strongest move, right? So he's gonna go faster than me until Trick Room ends. Fuller Story, that's fine. We'll go ahead and Synthesis this. All of this is fine because this does go ahead and stall out turns of Trick Room. We really want Trick Room to end as soon as it possibly can, especially before the last boss. Sandstorm's down now, which I think means that since Sandstorm was used... Wait, no, when was Sandstorm used? I went first there, so actually it's already done. So we're good there. Gyro Ball's coming in. Not dealing a huge amount. We can now kill with this. I'm trying to kill with Bullet Seed. I actually think I will. Hopefully this will do it, because I really would like to save some Earthquakes for Bastiodon. And Bastiodon is sturdy, and will likely try and Flash Cannon me, which is not great because I do have a lower special defense than physical defense. But regardless, we should be able to take one hit here. We're going to go ahead and do a Earthquake, and that should be enough to proc Sturdy, I should say. It'll be enough to proc Sturdy. After that, we will need to go ahead and follow it up with something else here. But we can now, at the very least, go ahead and switch out. He's going to bury back up, so he actually might be out of... He, I think, is out of potion range now. Iron Fence is coming out, that does not matter. If he does not heal his Pokemon here, he is dead. So, I think he actually did just bury out of range of the heal. But I actually think this might be good. Alright then. That is the 6th gym, Byron, out defeated. It will be a decent bit, well, it'll be a decent bit for me before we head up to the 7th gym and challenge that. For you guys, though, might not be as long. Who knows? Really depends on how interesting it is between now and then. But before we go up there, I think we now have to go ahead and do some Galactic Warehouse stuff. And we have some encounters to get. Not only from the one outside the town, because I haven't actually gotten that one yet, but also, we can finally, now that we have strength, we can go ahead and get Wayward Caves one. Because we always kept that encounter around for a specific reason. And the reason is because we wanted to be able to get a Garchomp. We didn't waste it earlier, so now we can go ahead and get that. As far as I know, those are the only 2 encounters that we can still get. That I at the very least care about, right? We can still get the Trophy Gardens, but I don't really care much about that. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, so our first encounter here actually does get us something unique, which is nice. Very convenient. And it's a Mime... No, it's a Mr. Mime. It's not the best option. I'm kind of scared to actually attack it here. Because Mr. Mime actually does have decent enough stats. I don't know what its catch rate is, though. That is the major issue I have. I'm going to go ahead and look that up real quick. Should be pretty easy. Since I think one of the Elite Four has it. Yup. The Mr. Mime has a catch rate of... Yeah, it's not great. Alright, so we need to go ahead and try and weaken this. We don't have a lot of good options here. I'm just going to go with a Thunderbolt and hope. I mean, we are a tanky Pokemon, and Mr. Mime is also very tanky himself. So thankfully that was not too much damage. I'm half tempted to go ahead and do it again. Obviously if it crits, it's going to be bad, but I think we risk it. We don't want to waste too many Pokeballs on this, but we got it out. Cool. Now we can just easily Pokeball this down. And your name will be Mimey. Wow, even then, okay. Alright, so we finally ended up catching it after probably more Pokeballs than it actually should have taken. But now we can finally add Mr. Mimey to our team. Welcome aboard, and now the next stop is, after this, Wayward Cave, back near the start of the game. Alright then. Well, that is kind of unfortunate that we basically got this instead of our Gibble. It was basically a 50-50 between this and Gibble. But, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and take this. It's not a banned Pokemon by any means, right? I don't think I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw balls at it. The good thing about Bronzong, though, is that he's very tanky. Like, he's tanky and can do a lot of damage, so... definitely a lot less flashy than a Garchomp would be, but definitely not a bad catch regardless. Welcome aboard, Bronzong. Your name will be... Gongi. No, that's not a good name. Bronzy. Bronzy? Yeah, that's probably how I spell Bronzy. Go to your box. Alright, so we've now cleared our way over to Cyrus. Not Cyrus, whoever the leader of this particular place is. This is... Saturn, I think. So we can now go ahead and beat him real quick. I think this will then send us to the quests to the other lakes. First the one near the starting town, and then finally the one up very north. And I think after the very north one, then we go into the warehouse. I don't think you do the warehouse before the ice gym. Regardless though, this battle should be pretty easy. A Licky probably won't take much damage from anything, despite even having Reflect now up. Kadabra just does not have a high defense stat on anything. Oh, apparently it's high enough to live a Stomp though. So I do need to get rid of Stomp. I do have now Strength, obviously, which we have picked up. So I can go ahead and play Stomp with that, since Stomp's flinch chance realistically will never function. Because he's just simply too slow. I mean, he's even, like, I think he's what, like 50 base speed or something? Not great. Especially once everything's like super EV'd and IV'd on the Elite Four. There's no shot he's faster than any of them. Toxic Oak's coming out now. We basically can predict a fighting type move, so we're just going to switch off to Batty. Even if it's Poison, we'll just be fine with Batty. Batty's basically able to handle anything I think Croagunk can do, except if he has Ice Punch. But yeah, Revenge, we easily take that. I don't think Air Slash will, or Air Cutter will probably one-shot, but it might. It's only going to do 2x instead of 4x. Doesn't really matter though. Thief is going to do some. It's going to take our item as well. But yeah, no, he's not going to survive this next hit. Oh, especially with the Reflect off now? Yeah, absolutely not. He's switching out though. Gets to a Bronzor, okay. I mean, that'll definitely survive, but it's still going to take a decent chunk with... Okay, no, it's not. No, it ain't. Do we have Bite still? No, okay, I'm just going to U-turn then out of here. We will switch in... It's raining here, so maybe just switch in Floatzel and Surf it down. That's probably the best move here, I think. Chances are it's going to go for some type of steel move on us. Yep. It'll hit. Not hard at all. Alright, Surf should kill it, even if it switches back here. Water-powered Surf does a decent bit. That's what we've seen from the Gyarados. So yeah, I think I outspeed Toxic correct at this point, so should be a pretty nice sweep up here. We do know it's Dry Skin, so I can't actually Surf. But Ice Beam should be able to kill it as well. Cool. That is now Saturn down. Now we get to make our way to the west to go ahead and fight the next one. Alright, now it is time once again to fight our next commander here, Commander Mars. This really, as well, should not be a tough battle. Just 3 Pokemon. Batty, honestly, very likely can just probably sweep this himself. So let's see if he can, in fact. Also, in the downtime, I did go ahead and teach Strength, finally, to Licky Licky. So he does now have that as well. This might be a battle of attrition, but you know, we will eventually win it. Should take maybe... hold on, see how much damage it does. It's just going to be one more air cutter here. But it's not going to do basically anything to us at this point. So what else did she have last time? She had a skunk tank, I think. I don't remember what else, though. It should be fine regardless. It's not a terribly difficult fight. Oh, probably, sorry, not the skunk tank. Skunk tank was the other guy. Still, probably should not be that bad. We are going to go ahead and do a safety roost here, though. Just to try and scout what kind of damage do we have. Because it might be Slash, it might be Night Slash. It'll probably just be Slash normally, yeah. It does a decent chunk. Well, I mean, decent, you know, relative to how much it should do. Obviously, if it crits, it's going to do a little bit more. But hey, hopefully it won't crit. It's going to take 2 hits at this point. Growl is coming out. I think honestly at this point we should probably switch off from Poison thing and go Air Cutter just for, as well as the chance to get a flinch. Yeah, the damage is still not great, to be honest. Flash, that is a crit that time. Even if we get another crit on us though, we'll still be fine. We're just going to continue Air Cutting this down. This should now kill. We, depending on what the last Pokemon is, might want to switch out. If it's Bronzor, which it is, we're just going to switch out just for the sake of time here. We can definitely kill it, but I just don't feel like being in a battle forever. We're going to switch out to probably just Flittle again, and then just bite it down. Well, actually, Bite or Surf. I think they do the same damage. Actually, no, Surf would do ever so slightly more. Assuming their defense stats are equal. I actually don't know which Bronzor leans towards. He might lean towards Special, I don't know. Regardless, it's just one more hit. Well, hopefully it's one more hit. Who knows what Confuse Ray is going to end up doing. I believe, though, Floatzel, you wouldn't possibly let me down, would you? Thank you. You would possibly let me down twice in a row, though. That would be absurd. That was a crit? Yikes. That is that's a weak crit. But anyways, that is now done. And now we get to make our way up towards, finally, I think, the Ice Gem. Well, technically the Ice Lake, but you have to do the Ice Gem before the lake for reasons. Who knows exactly why. But yes. Hopefully nothing exciting will happen before the Ice Gem. But if it does, you guys will be sure to see it. Obviously with the exception, of course, any encounters that we might find on the way. Because we will find, I think, at the very least 2 routes. Probably 3 routes worth of encounters.